This is one of the saddest outcomes from a reality TV show that I think that I've ever seen. We're going to be talking about Love After Lockup and Tracie and Clint from that show. This is going to end in a very sad and tragic way, unfortunately, but I want to talk about this because I feel like this show is extremely exploitive. And I'm gonna tell you guys why I think that, but first, let me tell you guys what Love After Lockup is if you guys are unaware. So it is a reality television show that came out on KYREBEK. It follows these couples, but not just any couple. One of these people is in prison and about to be released.
They found love online with a convict. They've never been together outside prison walls. But once released, they plan to marry.
There's tons of different dynamics and situations. Some of them have never met the person that they are getting released to once they get out. Some people have been in a relationship with this person prior to them going in prison, haven't seen him in a long time, and they're getting released.
My man is a good man.
In prison.
I'm done with it. I'm a Mormon girl. He's a gangbanger.
I love you more than anything in the world, baby. You remember me?
He's my fiance, but do I even know him?
There's so many messy situations that come from this show, so many strange dynamics, but the one that I think was the most difficult to watch, for me personally, was Tracie and Clint's relationship.
I'm just the most excited man in the world getting to meet Tracie. When she walks out, that'll be the first time we see each other in person.
Tracie!
Oh my God! Oh my God, it's so good to finally meet you. I have never seen Clint in person until today.
I just look at you all day long.
How do you got your makeup on and eyeliner, baby?
And guess what's on my eyelashes? You'll never guess. Coffee and toothpaste mixed together.
She's here right in front of me. I get to hold her, I get to kiss her.
I've been in and out of federal prison for 6.5 years. I'm not very good on probation. I tend to violate, which has brought me here so many times.
This was the most toxic thing I think I've seen unfold on TV in a really long time. And I want to say this from the very beginning before I get into it. My issue with this is, did the people that were putting together Love After Lockup offer any sort of help or treatment to the people that they were filming that very obviously needed somebody's help? Or did they just run around and film them and give them a small check? I'm really curious about that, because I think that if you're going to film people that are clearly struggling with addiction, you should probably offer some sort of help to them. But why would they ever do that when that wouldn't help the ratings of their show at all for these people to have their lives together? So we first meet Tracie and Clint on this show while she is still in prison.
For the past months, me and Clint have been talking about our future together. Even though it's all new to and fresh to us, we talked about getting married, even possibly maybe have a child within the next 2 years.
And Clint is just all about her. He calls her his goddess. He wants to marry her. And as soon as she gets out, he proposes. Now, there's this whole scene where she's going to the wedding, but she is allegedly 4 to 5 hours late.
Sure, she's coming. I'm really hoping so. Hope she didn't run.
I've been waiting for Tracie for 4 hours now. She's really late.
You look so beautiful.
We are gathered here today to celebrate before God the marriage of a man and a woman who love each other.
That I do.
Do you take Tracie to be your wife?
I most certainly do.
Do you take Clint to be your husband?
I do.
He apparently had taken his credit card to go buy a dress so that she could have a dress to wear for the wedding, but was gone a lot longer than what she was supposed to be.
In the past, Tracie was a party girl. She's wanting badly to change her ways.
I'm not gonna see you for a couple hours. I'm gonna go get the dress. I'll meet up with you over there. I'm gonna need the card.
Let's take two of them. Take my debit card too. Tracie went to prison for violating her federal probation, introduction of drugs into a facility, and something about passing bad checks. Like, I don't really know too much about it, to be honest.
I don't recall it mentioning anything about her substance addictions prior to the first night after they got married. So the following day, the camera crew goes into the hotel room and there are shot glasses everywhere, shoes everywhere.
I haven't done anything wrong. I don't know what to say what was. Living a nightmare in reality, and it's the most miserable I've ever been. So much can change in such a short period of time.
And Clint is just bawling his eyes out. He is just destroyed, and it's taking a lot of time before we actually get out like what he's upset about and where Tracie is. He's talking to his mom on the phone and he's crying and he's saying that Tracie has a substance issue and that she was laying in the bed begging for more of it.
Hello?
Hey.
Hey, honey.
Have you tried to text me or call me or anything today?
Yeah, what's going on?
I just wanted to let you know I was fine.
Fine?
Yes.
Why are you crying, darling?
I'm not crying.
Yes, you are. What's going on? She left? You got married? I thought everything was good.
It was.
Did y'all have a fight?
No, we didn't have a fight. I was just heartbroken. I ended up like leaving the room this morning at like 5 or something, I think, 5:30. Because I was heartbroken. I was just gonna run away. I left my phone and cigarettes and everything here.
You took your phone?
In the car.
Why?
I can't really say, Mom.
Why?
I haven't done anything wrong, Mom. I just want to let you know that. Oh, she has a problem.
What is her problem?
Knew she had addiction issues, but I just didn't know it was as bad as it is. We got back to the hotel from the wedding and vented her frustrations about her demons. I ended up, I guess, falling asleep around 2:30 or 3 and on the couch, in the living room part. And as soon as she wasn't there, and I went to go look, and she was in the bed, and so I went to go lie down, next to her and hold her and stuff. She said she wanted to get more, and that's when that killed me, Mom. I was like, more?
I know it.
That's what broke my heart. Like, more.
Honey, you still want to be with her?
Yeah, we just got married last night, Mom.
When he says she wants more, that tells me that she already had some and that they were probably doing it together. And it appears as though they had gotten into a fight because he was passed out on the couch and she was passed out in the bed. She ends up stealing his phone and his money and leaving, and he has no idea where she is or how to get a hold of her. He acts as though on this whole show that he wasn't doing this stuff with her. It was very clear to me that he may potentially have the same problems that she had. But nonetheless, he tried to act throughout the series that he didn't.
You know my stance. I've told you this a million times.
I want to convince Tracie she needs the help. You can only have one goddess in your life, and she's mine. I want her to be my goddess again, and right now she's not.
Oh, no, I'm not, no. I even know there was some here, and I hate that. I thought you always kept it all on you. Oh, God, no. I'm not touching it. Listen, oh my God, I can't do this for you. Oh my God, I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't. I've had enough.
She's putting us in a situation that we don't need to be in. This is a wake-up call for me. I hate that.
She, ended up missing her parole and getting put back in jail. The next time you see her, she has lost a significant amount of weight. She said that it's because the food there was terrible.
Ticket. Thank you.
Went for a parole violation. I got out because they were overcrowded.
It just ate me alive in there. I mean, I'm stressing, my hair was falling out,
And the food was just horrendous.
the last time I was with Clint,
I had a beautiful, beautiful wedding dress on. When I left Clint that night, I was gonna get a little bit and go right back. I never made it back. And I was supposed to go to parole, and I never reported.
You can just tell, like, the way her personality was from when you saw her before to then was a lot different. You could tell there was something going on and that she was struggling with something. Even in the clip where she's marrying Clint, you can tell she's distracted. Like, you can see it in her eyes that, she didn't really want to be there in that moment, or she was thinking about something else. Now, I want to say this. One of the things I think is really toxic about the show is that I think if people are struggling with like substance abuse issues, I don't think they should get out of prison or jail and immediately be filmed for TV or in these incredibly stressful situations, because that is gonna send them right into temptation alley. You know what I mean? Because they are being recorded, which is stressful. She's with this dude, which is stressful. Like, I've heard from people who get out of prison when they've been in there for a while that it can be just kind of like a shock, just be out and have all of this stuff thrown at you. I mean, you're in a completely different world in there, and then all of a sudden you're out and you're supposed to do everything like normal people, and people who struggle with the things that Tracie did sometimes fall back into that. Later on in the show, they both end up arrested, and that's because they passed out in a vehicle. Police come knocking on the door, they take Clint out, they arrest him, they take her out and they arrest her.
I was sitting in the driver's seat asleep. Tracie was too. We were both tired. Both of us were so tired. We get on our window.
Both of us had an off truck, like the heck. And next thing I know, they had Clint out the door.
He searched me right here.
I heard Clint in the background.
getting arrested. There was no hiding what I had. You know, me and Clint have a lot of stuff going. We're doing real good. I mean, I don't know, maybe it's a wake-up call for both of us, because we've been having a lot of problems and fighting over what I was doing. Clint tried to make you stop, or? No, Clint's never come in my way. I know, I'm a big person. I know what's what. I know what's right, I know what's wrong.
Tracie is in the Tarrant County Jail being held on $5,000 bond. It's absolutely a horrific that captures the souls of people and hangs on to it tightly. It is an evil that walks on our streets that we have got to deter every way we can.
Do you have any regrets?
Everybody has regrets, but what can I do?
You can see her deteriorating on this show. It's so sad to watch. Like, she looks so different from the first episode to the last time you see her. It's like, you can tell it's her, but you can tell that she is struggling and she needs help. And as I said, I feel like Clint was using too, but I feel like she took the blunt end of it. That's what it seemed like. It seemed like she was being honest about it and he wasn't, because I feel like two people like this aren't going to be together and have this toxicity in their relationship if they're both not struggling with something. And you could just tell, like, they both needed help so bad. And did anybody on this show offer it to them? There are some scenes that are so hard to watch. Like, there's one where they're getting into this fight and he just starts hitting himself in the head, like, over and over and over and over again.
Here, honey.
Yeah?
I'm going to hang up.
Oh, yeah? All right, I'm done.
You psycho, I'm psycho.
Damn it.
Stop.
No, get away from me.
No.
Get away from me.
Hang up.
Get away. No.
Stop. Stop.
Are you gonna go rehab or not?
She also dodges as if she's expecting him to come after her. I'm not trying to point fingers here, but it definitely looked like a situation where he may have gotten physical with her if the cameras weren't there. Maybe he wouldn't have, but it kind of looked like that to me, and decided to take it out on himself. She could have been just dodging and acting like that because of the fact that when somebody does something like that right next to you, it's scary. Like, anybody's gonna be like, what the heck about it? It seemed to me like this is something that happens a lot, and it's really sad because she got out of prison. She gets with Clint, that was obviously a bad person to be with, did not help her in the situation whatsoever. And I'm not blaming it on him, but I'm just saying, like, the relationship didn't help her with her issues. They have so many fights on the show, like one where she's like losing it at him because he was apparently like texting someone inappropriately, and she saw the text messages.
Who is this
Give
girl?
me it.
Once we get into the hotel, I take Clint's phone to take a selfie of us, and I see a text from another woman.
How could you do this to me? Huh? How? Why did you do this to me? How do you think I feel when I see a text? No.
Delete it.
Sexting. You are sexting her. You are sexting her.
I'm gonna delete it.
But why did you do this to me? I'm going back. Leave me the alone, okay?
With my phone.
No.
Hey, you. Come on.
No.
My phone. Come on.
No. Let me.
Get open the door. Come on. Oh.
Get out of here. Get the out of here.
They were like that couple that if you've ever seen anybody like this in person, that you just like, you don't even want to sit and listen to the argument. You want to get out of there because you can see it just escalating. I'm surprised they didn't get the cops called on them in this hotel room. They ended up breaking up, and after this, she ended up dating that guy that was with Amber Portwood on Teen Mom, that Matt Bayer guy, or Bayer, however you say his name.
Did you make any sexual advances toward that question? And Matt answered no, but he did not pass that question.
So what does that mean?
You made advances.
No, I don't know what that means.
That guy is somebody who very clearly preys on women that are struggling with something and tries to mooch. Like, it's so clear because he keeps hopping from one reality TV girl to the next. And the fact that he was dating her just upsets me because you can tell she's struggling with something. And what guy is gonna go towards somebody who is obviously dealing with their own demons unless they're trying to use them?
I thought it was public knowledge that, I dated Tracie for probably a week, and we've remained very good friends after that. I like Tracie a lot. Of all the people that I've met, I don't think I've met a lot of people that have a kinder heart than Tracie does. She doesn't always make the best decisions.
Yeah.
That being said, I have a lot of admiration for her because of anybody I've ever met. Nobody lives their life more unapologetically than Tracie does. Tracie is what she is, and she does not care who disagrees with it.
This is where things get really, really sad with Tracie. So she ended up dating this guy named Luke, and she got pregnant. Now, when she got pregnant, she was still legally married to Clint. 10 days before she gave birth to this baby, they were officially legally divorced. Throughout her entire pregnancy, this guy she was with was in prison for coming after a casino security guard with a machete. I heard rumors that she was planning on putting the baby up for adoption and she didn't want pictures of the baby anywhere on the internet. A week after her baby was born, she overdosed on methamphetamines and she passed away. Now, the father of her child said that their baby is in California or with Tracie's brother, so he doesn't seem to know the exact whereabouts of the baby. He stated that him and Tracie made the joint decision to give their child up for adoption, stating, "Yes, that was our decision. We had agreed to doing that, and we were going to try to get the baby back as soon as we could get ourselves straight and get ourselves more motivated and out of our situation that we were in." When he made comments about Tracie's passing, he said that he believed that it was foul play. He said that he doesn't know exactly what happened and that her mom and brother will not talk to him. He stated, "Whoever did this, I swear to God, I will find you and I will make you guys pay." Days after Tracie's passing, her brother Mark Wagaman stated that her death remained a mystery and that the family was hoping for a thorough investigation. The coroner and the medical examiner said that Tracie died of methamphetamine toxicity on July 1st. Another condition that the coroner noted in her report was that she had heart disease. Her manner of death was ruled as an accident just 1 week after welcoming her baby. I saw that the baby was put in the foster care system, but I do not have anything to actually confirm that. What was so sad was that when she was pregnant, like all these people were saying that, I hope this baby gets taken away from her. She shouldn't have children, which I agree. In the state that she was in, she would not have been able to be a good mother to a baby. She needed help. But the thing that bothers me about this whole entire thing is that there was opportunity for her to be offered help and to be offered treatment. Like when you have camera crews around you and people putting you on TV and the however many hundreds of thousands of people, millions, I don't know, people that saw her on television, not one person who saw her, who filmed her, nobody tried to get her help. And yeah, maybe it wouldn't have worked. Maybe she still would have went down the same path and everything would have happened the way that it did. But what I'm saying is that there's a lot of people who don't get an opportunity to be offered help. I think if you're going to record people who have severe substance issues, instead of recording all of the stuff that you're filming, maybe you should try and get them some help. In my opinion, Love After Lockup completely exploited Tracie Wagaman, and then she died. I don't even think there was anything on the show at all about her going to get help whatsoever. The most help she got was when she was locked behind bars and probably didn't have access to the drugs that she wanted. Somebody who is on drugs, like they're not like just like this terrible person. They're like struggling with substance issues and they need help. And some people do get better. And I know that a lot of times they don't and they go right back to what they're doing, but that doesn't mean that you shouldn't try and help them. It's so sad. Like she just had a baby and that poor baby, I hope that that baby is in good hands now. I know that the foster care system is a whole other issue. It's just really sad when people bring life to little human beings that didn't ask for it, and then they're just plopped down in these incredibly toxic environments. But then also it's so sad she wasn't given the help that she needed. Like, shame on everybody involved with Love After Lockup for not offering her some sort of help or treatment. Have you guys ever seen Love After Lockup? You're gonna have to leave me a comment down below and let me know if you have and what your thoughts are about it. If you guys are curious about other content from me, I have members videos that I don't post publicly, so if you guys would like to join and become a member, you can get extra content. And I also have a second channel that's always linked in my description. If you guys like this video and like to see more like this, give it a thumbs up, leave me a comment down below, and I will be seeing you guys soon for another one.